Hey, welcome back to the Infamous Podcast. This is Brian.
This is Darryl.
And Darryl, this is episode 531 in Grimiest Day and Grimiest Night. Fearless and whatever. Whatever. It's a grimy ass show with a grimy ass Green Lantern and a grimy ass ring and a grimy ass suit.
Yeah. Oh, God, that suit.
And why is Jon Stewart all of a sudden a vegan?
What was that?
I looked up to see if it was like Aaron Pierre or whatever the fuck his name is. And no, I don't think it is.
You know what it is?
Gay.
He's taking he's trying to get those vegan powers so he doesn't need the ring. We saw it all in Scott Pilgrim. Duh. Okay. I didn't know why I didn't think about that.
Duh. What were we thinking? Anyway. Welcome back, y'all. All right, so this week we're obviously talking about lanterns. We are going to talk about Reacher season 4, episodes 1 through 4. We're going to talk about episode 3 of Ted Lasso. And then we've got a news bite about PlayStation. But before we get started, Darryl, I finished Lucky last night.
Oh. Pretty good. Or what you think? So
it's a mini series.
Oh, so what
it has a definitive end, 7.
Okay.
And I'm here for it. I'm actually gonna binge the whole thing again, in one sitting.
We've talked about this before. Bring back the minis, the limit minis. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit more of that with certain things. But yes, we don't need these connective things that go for 5. Just bring back the tight ass miniseries, like the true miniseries where that's it.
So, in 7 episodes was actually perfect. I thought it was going to go 10 because it's an Apple show and they all typically go 10, but
usually
7 was really good. Oliphant was awesome. Anna Taylor-Joy was awesome. So,
Aaliyah, you mean?
Alia.
It's Aaliyah. Just like it's, how do they call it?
Her name is Alia.
It's Aaliyah. Just like it is, Shawnee.
And
Or do they?
They call it Chani, and it's Cheney.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to figure out. Remember how they called it? Yeah.
Recorded hours of how to pronounce all this shit. And Dennis with a view, can't get this shit right.
That's he's a huge fan.
He's not. He didn't even read the fucking book. I don't care what he says. He didn't read the fucking book. Anyway, unless the French version's gay. I don't know. All right.
I knew where that was going to go when I said that.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Well, here's the thing: is Doomsday's coming up. Why isn't she coming back as Magic?
Right?
She was the best thing about the New Mutants movie. The absolute best thing.
100%. 100%.
So, yeah. I mean, especially when we got the Demon Child, full Demon Child. Oh, my God, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I think I hit you really hard when that happened in the movie theater, too. I was smacking you. Anyway, that was the last movie we saw before Ohio shut down for a while.
No, that was...
or was it the first one back?
That was the first one back.
Because we went to something right before we couldn't go to movies, and then we went to that. I thought that was the last one. Maybe Black Widow was the last one.
No.
Anyway.
Because that was...
I don't know.
Anyway.
It was the dark times. All right, let's just hop right into it. Okay, so if you have a Sony PlayStation, the PS5 Blackout is coming up in 3 days. So starting on August 23rd until August 30th, we, along with the greater Don't Kill the Disc community, are asking you to just turn off your PlayStation. Don't put it in rest mode. Turn it off completely. And if you really want to get like fun with it, log out of your PSN.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm curious if enough people do this, right? Like, how many people are gonna, like how much money are they gonna lose with like DLCs and microtransactions?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's good. What you just said, the biggest thing, I know what they're trying to do with turning the PlayStation off, don't log in. What you do is don't buy anything.
That too.
That is the biggest thing. I mean, because again, I'm already to the point. I'm not getting a PS6. I know it. Like from here on, I'm not buying.
I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. We're not getting
I'm
the
not buying
PS6.
a full price PS5 game at all. Like, I mean, I did go through my history over the last 10 years. I just wanted to see how many games I bought digitally, and other than Call of Duty, which that was like the one I, up until like 3 years ago. Oh, well, like 5 or 6 years ago, I was getting it every year.
Mm-hmm.
2020, obviously, I bought like 4 games or 5 games in 2020.
Yeah.
There was not another year other than where I bought more than one full price game.
Wow.
Like digitally. Everything else was like, I would buy something like if it's on sale for $5 or $10 but yeah, don't buy. Like, don't do that. Again, I'm not buying
I don't
PS6.
think I've bought a full priced game
Yeah.
since Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. And, well, 3 should be coming out, and hopefully that comes out next year.
Yeah.
But, and then also to add on to this, I don't know if you've heard about CyberLeak.
No.
LEEK.
No.
They have been leaking a build of Cyberpunk, of GTA 6.
Yeah.
Ahead of the August 27th Netflix preview. And it's actually kind of hilarious because the lie that Take-Two gave us about why they weren't having a physical copy was to prevent stuff from leaking. Anybody with a brain knew that was a lie. Yes, there were shills that were saying, "Oh yeah, they're right. If you have a physical copy, somebody." This is hilarious for the people that actually thought that Take-Two was being genuine with that. It was absolutely bullshit, and the fact that you don't trust these companies, like they don't see you as anything but.
I hate Reddit. I hate Reddit so much.
Why?
Well, because I clicked on a link for, here we go. The hacker team CyberLeak claims responsibility for GTA 6 leak because Rockstar isn't releasing the disc. It looks like this was released on X. Here's an excerpt of CyberLeak press release, which claims responsibility.
Yeah, and they said they were going to target Sony next. That's where I was leading to. They have like 3 commandments or something like that. Look, you know what? I don't like when stuff like this happens, but at the other thing, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
At the same time, I have no sympathy for these companies because they have no problem screwing the customer. Yeah. They have no problem screwing us. So when something like that happens to them, you know what? I don't care. That's the problem of. It's not when somebody hates you. It's like going back to stuff like Star Wars and what Disney has done with Star Wars. It's not that people hate what they did, it's that people don't care anymore. Right. And that you can turn people that, hate things back, because they're because that's still that emotional connection. When people become apathetic to something, I'm not going to say it's impossible to get them back, but it's much, much, much harder to get them back because they don't care.
Well, I mean, and now with all the distractions, it's nearly impossible. Yeah. So
yeah, it's like, well, why am I going back to? Then there's a lot. I see that in a lot of comments on videos and stuff. It's like I just don't care.
Right.
So, We'll see where this goes. That this blackout. We'll see if Sony has any balls to say anything other to the fan base other than their shareholders, because they still have not come out and said anything. There was a state of play Monday for this game I had been looking forward to, called Phantom Blade Zero, that comes out in October, but there's no hint of a physical disc, so I really don't care until I hear about a disc. But they actually kept the chat on for this state of play, because that's the thing. They always have those. It was brutal.
It was like a Call of Duty lobby.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they left it on, honestly.
It's like Tyrone Tracy's Instagram last week.
I did not see that.
Poor guy. Just people leaving comments on his pictures. Like, at least though they didn't leave comments on like pictures with him and his wife and of his wedding. I thought that was pretty stand up.
That's shocking.
I know.
Something had to have happened, because there, but yeah, I will be curious to see over these next couple of months. Also, by the way, if you bought a Netflix subscription just to see the GTA 6 preview, and you could wait 6 hours and see it for free on the GTA pay channel on YouTube,
On YouTube.
Go outside and touch grass.
Wait, people did that?
No, people will do that.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I keep thinking about canceling Netflix again.
Look, at least with me, and this is the worst thing I did, is I went to go see Wing Commander back in 98, I think it was, because it had the first trailer for the Phantom Menace.
A lot of people did that. A lot of people, what they did was they went into Wing Commander, and then they saw Phantom Menace and then walked out.
See, I actually watched the Wing Commander movie. I kind of wish I hadn't done it.
Because you're a big Freddie Prinze Jr. stan.
I'm a Kanan stan, but not a Freddie Prinze Jr. stan. There's a difference.
Come on. Fred from Scooby-Doo. He's your guy.
No. I've wanted him to die since he started dating SMG back in the day.
Oh, yeah, your girl. Because you had the Buffy doll on your desk.
Action figure?
Yeah. It was a doll.
Look, dude, there's multiple points of articulation, okay?
Can you all tell we've been having this conversation for 20 years?
Literally. Quite literally.
Well, okay. I did walk up to you and be like, dude, I like your Stance tattoo. Oh, and your Buffy doll's really cool, too. It's the first thing I ever said to you.
Yeah, because I did have those spots. Still have those in my room.
Yeah.
In my office right now.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, you like toys? I'm like, kind of.
Kinda. Yeah, okay. Kinda.
I mean, they're all right. I have some. A few. Anyway. Yeah, so turn your PlayStation off. Anyway. All right, let's move on. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Ted Lasso, episode 3, season 4, Richmond's Got Talent. I find it hilarious that Ted knows nothing about popular culture.
Maybe he's just like Jim Harbaugh.
It was like when they talked, because they talked about Susan Boyle, and it's like, that's a blast from the past. And
I know.
He was like, who? And then he's watching it, and it was like, I thought that was a really funny scene. But yeah, it was interesting.
I will say this. I actually laughed more in the first 5 minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
Than I did the first 2 episodes combined.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first 2 episodes weren't funny at all. No. Like, at all. So, yes, I actually really like this episode from a laughter standpoint.
Yeah.
There are still, and again, I know we're only 3 episodes in, but there's still a couple things I just don't like. And the biggest thing is what we're getting from Rebecca right now.
Right? And like, what about the line like at the end when like, you know, her boyfriend's there and the waiter's like, oh, they had to hire a whore. Like, that was like completely out of line, like out of left field. That was like, it wasn't funny. It's like, she's a very classy lady. She's like 12 feet tall. She could crush you with her thighs. You know.
Well, I mean, there are whores that are very classy.
No, I get that too, but it's just like, but they're in where Richmond is. Like,
yeah,
you're telling me you don't know Anyway, the uniform thing was hilarious. With Phoebe and her friends coming to save the day.
Yeah.
I don't know why they let Keely do anything.
I'm not a fan. Again, we've talked about this like when Ted Lasso was over, how Keely's story in like should have been, was that season 2?
Season 2 is when she was done. Like when she broke up with Roy, they didn't need Keely around anymore. And then it was, it was for the award season so they could have, because they had Colin and then they needed a lesbian.
Yeah.
So, and the one lady is back in this episode, the CFO, Janet, Susan, I don't remember her name, who I hate. I hate that character. She's so dumb.
She had a funny line, but she was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason. And why did it was so funny because it was almost like the last edit job they did. They're like, oh yeah, we have to bring Michelle in too because she did move over there with Henry and Ted. It's
Although Henry had a great line. He's like, do we have to go to all the girls' games?
I will say I'm surprised that they didn't have what's her name, the assistant coach, and Gemma, or what's her name, Gemma?
Yeah.
The new striker.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an ex type relationship.
I thought it was be sisters actually.
So no, that wouldn't have worked because they already have the sisters.
No, but like that Gemma's like a half sister, like her dad had an affair and
yeah,
and
did
then
you watch Grey's Anatomy or something?
No.
Because that's straight from Grey's Anatomy.
The only Grey's Anatomy episode I ever watched was the 2-parter where Kyle Chandler blew up.
That's what actually made me watch it.
And the only reason I watched it was because Kyle Chandler was on it.
Yeah, that's the only reason I started watching was for that episode. But I only watched after because that was season 2. I think I watched two seasons, and then I came back when I realized that Derek was going to die, and then I turned it off because this is the dumbest way to kill a character. But
I don't remember who Derek is, but anyway, all right. So they play their game, they win. The lady who runs the pub, she was good. Like she's like, I'm going to the game. I got season tickets. I was like, oh, that's actually really sweet. Like she's wanted, she wants to watch some girls run around the pitch. Awesome. I thought Ted was better in this one, except for he kept getting knocked over, which I thought was weird.
Oh, running into the door, you mean?
Well, he ran into the door, and then Rebecca pushed him down when she kicked him out of the office. At the beginning, it was like, okay, why is Ted catching strays now? Like, why are we all abusing Ted? Ted is salt of the earth.
Yeah, and going back to Rebecca, her and Matthias, they have absolutely zero chemistry. There is nothing there.
That guy has no chemistry with anybody, and I don't think it's the actor. I think it's just the way the character's written.
Yeah,
because he's it's like somebody's trying to write a stoic, but they only read every other word of what Marcus Aurelius said.
Yeah,
so they don't understand stoicism at all, and they're like, "Oh, this is a stoic man. Let's have a stoic and get Rebecca with a stoic," and I don't know.
But yeah, so and they still had the same problem that I had with the original series is a lot of, and again, I understand that it's about a football club, but football is secondary to the lives of the characters that we see on screen. But the editing they do in this show, like again, this is from the start, like of what we see like during games or during matches, it's still not great. Like the way they did that with when Gemma comes in at the 75th minute or whatever, and then it's like, oh, she scores the game-winning goal and the game's over. It's like, it's so jarring. And again, this is not for this. They've done this before previously, so it's not just this season.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like Friday Night Lights, right? Like every game came down to the last second. Remember the Titans. Everything was the last second except for in reality, I don't think they lost. I don't think the closest anyone got to them was like 30 points. Like it was like they lost by 30. So
yeah, I know. And like I read that like afterwards, I'm like, oh wow, Oh, okay, Hollywood. All right.
Yeah, I see you. I see you. Oh, by the way, R.I.P. Hayden Panettiere.
Oh yeah.
So that's sad. Um, yeah. So here's the thing. I think the original Ted Lasso found its feet so fast, and this one's struggling, and that's the problem I have with it.
Yeah. And I don't think I realized until I totally formulated why until I watched this episode, even though I liked it, and you'll see by the score, is that this is not Rebecca. And you go back to the only time Rebecca ever felt like she was outclassed was with Rupert, because she had 12 years of being just beaten down by him.
Because he lived in her head rent free.
Right. And what we're getting now from this Rebecca, even when she was talking to the other lady and she had a good kind of like speech about why she should support that woman and Pinter and Son should support the team, she was still stumbling, and like there wasn't that I don't know why they're going with this. And I don't like it, because I like Rebecca as a character. Like, I loved her as a character, and I'm not liking what they're doing to her. And again, yes, it could change, but from these 3 episodes, even though I like this one, still the same problem. This is not the Rebecca Welton of the first 3 seasons.
Right.
Not even close.
No, I think they should have changed the name of the show.
Yeah.
They should have called it AFC Lady Greyhounds.
Something like but again, it's all about, well, we know why they did it.
Well,
but,
I mean, yeah, no, I get why they stuck
I
with
agree with, because I think we've said that like before it even came out, like we thought, maybe have a different name change or something like that. But
all right, so out of 5, football isn't everyone's life. What do you give?
3.6 out of 5. Like I said, I laughed a lot in this episode. But the glaring problem for me is still Rebecca. And I don't really, I like Juno Temple, but I just don't really care about Keeley right now either. So that could change, but that's the Keeley thing is minor for me. Rebecca is a bigger deal. I hope they right the ship with that, because this episode did give me a little hope that that it could find its own feet. Maybe not as good as the original, but a solid show anyway.
Yeah, I went with it just a solid 3 out of 5, just like last week. I'm whelmed by the show. I'm not overwhelmed by it. I'm not underwhelmed by it. I mean, why can't people just be whelmed? As Dick Grayson so eloquently put it in the first episode of Young Justice.
Whelmed.
Yeah. He's like, why can't I be, I'm just whelmed. Why can't I just be whelmed?
I love that. That's awesome.
So, yes, Master Dick. Okay. Let's go on to, I've got things about this one. Reacher season 4. Explain to me when he forgot how to play Reacher.
You said that because you watched the first couple episodes or first 3 first or whatever, first, I don't know which, but before me. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And it didn't take me 5 minutes to get what you were saying. Like, I'm legit, like, when the second he started talking to the lady on the train in episode 1, it threw me off, because I'm like, he's
leaning into the autism thing. I think that I never thought Reacher was autistic. I just think he's meticulous, but he's not meticulous this time. The details don't matter about anything. Like, he lied to her about being a cop without knowing, and then, and then he runs like Thad Castle now. Like, he's got his arms back. It's almost in like that Naruto run or Naruto, however you say it. He just, and then like he like pumps his arms like Frankenstein. It was like the way he runs is so weird, and like the not making eye contact with anyone unless he's about to fight them, and then the constant eating. Like, That's
what
new.
is going on with that?
I don't know.
That,
I think maybe he's just hungry because he's at a calorie deficit, so he can have like the visible abs like for the shirtless scene. So he's like, I got to eat sometime. But yeah, I just I don't know. I like what's her name? Sydney Noel, who's the lady cop. I like her character.
So,
And then Christopher Marquette, I like him, and they're definitely going to do it.
oh yeah. So it's funny because in the first episode, I did not like her. I didn't like anybody hardly because everything came across as just that paint by numbers, stereotypical cop.
Well, that was
like
Kevin
like
Corrigan,
yeah,
the older
with
the older cop,
yeah
like you
yeah
know,
yeah, and she was just a. But the more she's been on screen, the more she's been able to show more more of the like below the surface.
yeah.
So I have I've definitely warmed to her character.
I mean, I definitely like that Riley Finn is dating Claire Arnold. I think, or married to Claire Arnold. I think that's a huge step up for both of them over Buffy and the menagerie of 90210 denizens that Claire dated. But dude, when he showed up, I went, Riley Finn. I do like Mark Lucas. I like, it's always fun to see him. And then Kevin Wiseman's showing up. The last thing I remember seeing him in was when he was an assassin on Chuck. And he was kind of a badass.
Yeah, seeing him, that is...
It made me want to go watch Alias. Yeah, it made me want to go and be like, I was like, wait, I think I own Alias.
I do. I actually have DVD, season 1 through 5 on DVD in the basement.
Tuesday. Here's the thing. I really like the cast of this show. I like the cast just in general. I think everybody is good. I think the two Asian ladies, who are not what we think they are, is good. I just think my biggest issue is Reacher was not Reacher until the 4th episode.
And yes, and this is definitely the best episode for multiple reasons. It's, again, one of the other issues I had was I know these Reacher books might be like this, and again, certain books are book series are like this. It's the same type of plot, but it's very similar to what was the series? It was the Joe Ledger series, which it's similar to Reacher, but it has to do with almost like super technology, and then just all this other stuff. I mean, good book series.
Yeah.
And then the guy he got TDS. It went from never talking about the president really, as far as, just having it just ambiguous enough, to being like, oh, you have TDS.
Yeah.
But even before that, he started rehashing the same plot lines, and that's what I thought this was going to be this season. And it's just like, oh, it's just in a different suit. But this episode gave us probably the biggest swerve. I'm trying to think like a bigger swerve for me.
Yeah.
In this series. I like that. I like that swerve.
I did. Again, and I like that they're using one of our favorite styles of knife, the karambit.
Well, when I saw the title of the episode, I'm like, oh.
I'm like, who's carrying a karambit? I have 4.
And I know. And then we get to and we get halfway through, and I'm like, I haven't seen one yet. What's going on
then
here?
We saw a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, we saw a lot of open throats and stuff.
So I will say this. If we would have reviewed this last week, I would not have rated it as high as I did with the inclusion of this episode.
Oh, absolutely not.
I might have gone as low as 5 out of 10 for the 3.
Yes, mine was from the first 3 I think mine was 5.5 out of 10 before this episode.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's like he remembered to play Reacher again in this episode. And then I like the way this episode ends, except for the fact that it's like, again, he wouldn't just walk blindly into that situation.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
He's just kind of dumb now. Maybe he's got CTE.
I mean, he did get rocked a couple times. Like, I mean, dude got smacked in the back of the head with a shovel.
He did have a great line where he kind of hogtied the CIA guy with his handcuffs and threw his keys and phone and something else, gun, into the river. And he goes, he's like, and he's walking, he's like, you're lucky I didn't throw you in. It was like, there we go. Finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still going to say, like, the quality of this show from a production standpoint is still really good.
Yeah. And I'll say this, even with a couple of small exceptions during scenes, the fighting is, I like the fighting in this season more than I've liked the fighting in any other season so far.
I think there's a lot more like group fights in this one, where before there was it was just like a lot of him just like truck sticking through people.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you know, he's got to fight. And like, you know, it's like Daniel LaRusso is going to fight. And so him going through like picking people off and things like that, he is much more tactical that way. But he's lost all of his strategy chops.
Yeah, like you said, he would not have walked in.
Yeah.
I mean, even trap like he did.
Even what he did with Riley Finn, with the senator, you know, Congressman John Sampson, you know, he wouldn't have been. He would have been more upfront about that, but at the same time, like, you know, I don't know. I just find it weird the way he's done it, and like, I still love that he just is like, it's just Reacher.
Yeah.
Major Reacher, it's just Reacher. Mr. Reacher, it's just Reacher. Jack Reacher, it's just Reacher, guys. Just call me Reacher. We're just gonna go with Reacher. So anyway, all right. So since we're doing all four, this is out of 10. Why does Reacher run like that castle now?
I'm sorry, that's just still hilarious.
Am I wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong. So I give this a 6.9 out of 10. Like you said, like this would have been in the 5s if we'd have reviewed it last week for the first 3 episodes for me.
Yep.
And you know, like I said, there's still some, I won't even call them nitpicks. There's legitimate like issues with how they're, just like when I was talking about Rebecca and how they've changed her. There are legitimate issues, like questions of why Reacher is acting the way he is, where it's, and you likened it to the Accountant 1
Accountant 2. Yeah, the Accountant 1 versus 2.
I mean, there was an absolute difference in the way Ben Affleck approached the character.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same character almost.
To give him the advice that Robert Downey Jr.'s character gives in Tropic Thunder is, you never go full retard. And Ben Affleck went full retard, and I feel like maybe it's just slipping out for Alan. He can't stop himself.
Could be.
So anyway, all right, let's move on. Oh, I gave it a 7. So I mean, yeah, it was like a 5 before yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Lanterns. I gave it a 1 out of 5. No, I'm kidding. I just got done rewatching it. I wanted to watch it a second time. Here's what I like. I like Kyle Chandler. I don't like Hal Jordan necessarily, but I like Kyle Chandler.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Pierre. I don't think this is Jon Stewart, but okay. I cannot stand Kelly MacDonald as Sheriff Carrie Kane, because they're in the middle of Oklahoma, or in the middle of Nebraska, and she sounds like, oh, gee, golly.
Yeah.
Would you like some cheese curds? Could you get some Molson? For the first time ever, after Garrett Dillahunt opened his mouth, I was like, I hate this character. Like normally when Garrett Delahunt shows up, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
And then Jason Ritter showing up was just completely out of the blue. And it took me completely out of the scene because I was like, oh, hey, it's Jason Ritter. Like, it's, and he never brought it back. I like the cinematography of the show. I hate The Ring. I hate The Ring more than anything. And
The Cracker Jack box ring.
I hate the fact that Tom King is involved with this and Damon Lindelof.
So,
I don't know anything about Chris Mundy.
So I will piggyback off what you said. I like the two principal actors. I like the chemistry that they have.
Yes.
I don't like the choices that has been made for their characters at all. The sheriff, I wanted Hal to just put her head in like an airtight container and then just watch her just like gas out and pass out. Like, I don't like that character. Jason Ritter is just, it was kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
And then the fact that those two are married.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. Okay, so Chris Mundy was an executive producer on Ozark. He was a showrunner, and he was an executive producer on 6 episodes of True Detective.
Which season?
Season 4. Is that the one with Jodie Foster?
Yes.
That's the only one I've seen, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But he did he did Bloodline. That was a good show with Kyle Chandler.
I still haven't watched that. Yeah.
He did Hell on Wheels, that AMC show.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I never finished
hold
that.
on, let me see, what did he do there? He was a co-executive producer. But yeah, and then I didn't like Ozark. I didn't make it past the 7th episode. I just quit.
I like Ozark.
So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate it over. I can't say I like a show where I don't like any of the characters, like as people, as individuals, and I'm not rooting for it. So make of that as what you will.
Yeah.
But for this show, look, I don't mind time jumps. Like if they're going to do 2 separate timelines. But you're telling me Jon Stewart is like in his 40s now,
right,
and doesn't have a ring?
No.
Why? Why are we making this decision?
Yeah, he shouldn't have like drove up in an SUV at the end of the episode. He should have rolled in blazing green with an actual suit on.
Yeah. So
yeah, so here's the thing. I firmly blame all of this on Damon Lindelof and Tom King. Because Tom King boils everything down to the lowest common denominator of thinking that you have to do to read it and now watch it. Mm-hmm. Case in point, Supergirl World Mode tomorrow. But the fact that the 3 of them wrote this episode, I mean, let's see. Next week is Vanessa Baden Kelly, who's an actress, director, and producer who was on a Nickelodeon show. Oh, she was on Kenan and Kel. Okay. And then she's writing episode 3 by herself. And then Justin Britt Gibson and Damon Lindelof do 4. Brenna Gibson, no relation, I assume, is 5. Damon Lindelof and Tom King is 6. So that's going to be garbage. Justin Britt Gibson is 7. And then the 3, I'll call them the unholy trinity, are doing episode 8.
Yeah, and this is the other thing. We have the plot line of a mass shooting involving aliens, trying to figure out what, obviously this is one of those things that there's a bigger fish up top that are directing things. Who, like, there's going to be a war, but there's this is what bugs me about the writing nowadays. Writers are unable to mask the allegories and parallels with modern day stuff going on, and it's so irritating when it's so obvious, and it's like, why are we doing this? Yeah. Why do we have a guy? I mean, Garrett Delahunt, his character says, like, how about we just keep Earth for the people who were born here?
Yeah. It's just, yeah. But this is what happens when you let Damon Lindelof get involved with things. Like, what's the last good thing he did? Because he did Watchmen, and Watchmen was so unbalanced.
Yeah, it was.
From start to finish. So he was involved with Swooperman. Nope. Tomorrowland sucked. Zombieland sucked.
What did you say? Zombieland?
Zombieland sucked. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. World War Z sucked.
That did not suck.
Yeah. I just wanted it to be like the book. I wanted it to be like an anthology movie. That's on me.
I would have. I think I would have liked that better. But I actually liked the movie.
Okay. So I actually liked Prometheus. He did MTV's Undressed. He was a writer on Undressed. It was like a late night. Mrs. Davis was not very good.
I never watched that.
So The Leftovers. The Leftovers was the last good thing he did in 2014 and 2017.
Yeah, he did do that. Yeah,
because The Leftovers is awesome.
I thought that was out longer than that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 2017, 2014.
I would be okay if they just make Lanterns a one season thing like The Penguin. I'm just saying that right now. I just don't see it getting,
I'm just tired of the tropes and the formula and the most important thing, not understanding, two things. Not understanding heroes and not understanding the characters that you're writing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you said this, like somebody said this could be an Elseworlds, or this is like an elf.
So someone did that. I think I sent you the tweet. Is somebody posted about how this is actually a pretty good Elseworlds Green Lantern story if you want to match it up with True Detective. And James Gunn, in James Gunn's perpetually onlineness, replied to it and was like, wow, but actually, you're not going to keep your job, motherfucker. So anyway, but yeah, it's, I want to like it more than I did. That's the problem because what was the movie Aaron Pierre did on Netflix that we liked?
Rebel Ridge.
He was awesome in that.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the movie was fine, but he was really good in it. I mean, like
like I said, he was awesome in that. I didn't say it was awesome.
Yeah, but it kind of comes back to what you're saying. We're both saying about this show. It's like we both like Chandler. Mm-hmm. We both like him. We like their chemistry. It's just the characters that they're playing aren't Hal Jordan,
right,
and Jon Stewart,
right.
So,
correct. You are correct, sir. Yeah, and then I don't. The casting is weird. And Kelly MacDonald was in Trainspotting, right? Like, she's Scottish. Like, give her a Scottish. Let her have her regular accent. Like oh golly gee, I'd love a beer, thank you. Like, I don't get it. Don't get it at all.
I'm surprised they didn't, because that could have played into the whole I'm not from this town, and people don't look at me as one of their own because of I'm from across the pond.
Yeah. Oh, she was in Skeleton Crew. I didn't get that far.
The Disney, Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched that.
Anyway, I thought she was the voice of Friday.
No, that's Carrie. Yeah, Carrie Condon.
Oh, Carrie Condon. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I just I want to like this show. I do. I even don't hate the format. Like, it's just too much like Lost. It's too much like, so this was the problem with Watchmen, is you never knew which timeline you were in. Yes. And at least with this one, like if you're back in the 90s when he's getting an apple shot off his head, and how that child services didn't come take these kids out of this house is beyond me. Neighbors don't call when they hear gunfire, I guess, anymore. In the 90s, they definitely did. But, but between 26 and 2016, he's got the goatee. He's got like longer hair. Like, it was such a miss for him not to get out of that car and have his eyes glowing green. And then they're like, well, where's the ring? It would have come to me. Now, theories. Let's do some conspiracy theories. So the ring didn't come to John because he's a vegan. Which Jon Stewart was never vegan in the comic books, ever. Like, I don't know why that's included. Aaron Pierre is not a vegan in real life. I looked it up. And God help him if they make him eat tofu on set. That's just I think there's rules about that in the Geneva Convention about feeding people tofu. I was about to say,
even if I was a method actor, I'm not doing that.
I wonder if Daniel Day-Lewis was with that. So anyway,
that's why he doesn't play cannibals.
Goodness. All right. I lost my train of thought. Okay. So Jon Stewart knowing about this and everything, like Jon Stewart got a ring while Hal was still alive because Hal had to go off and do something else. And the Guardians are like, we're not leaving Earth unguarded. Guy Gardner gets a ring way down the line because he was supposed to get the ring. He was actually the one who was supposed to get Amundsen's ring. But it decided to pick Hal instead because they're like, you know what? We're not here for the Larry, Curly, and Moe Three Stooges bowl cut. You go fix that hair. Get that faux hawk. We'll give you other powers as well. It'll be badass. Let's go. I mean, honestly, they all lost their rings at one point too. And I saw a thing. So like, okay, spoiler, Hal's dead at the end of the episode. I don't think it's Hal.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
But I saw someone like, oh, well, he's dead, but the ring can bring people back to life, but he's going to come back as Parallax. Well, no.
No.
He's not going to come back as Parallax because Hal doesn't love anything or anyone enough in this show because he hates himself to ever become Parallax. The reason he became Parallax is because Coast City, which is where all of this should be taking place if you're going to be on Earth, not bumfuck Nebraska, got destroyed by Mongol, and he decided to use the ring to bring everyone back. And he had hard light versions of every person that died in Coast City. And then the Guardians came back and they're like, no. And he killed them all. That's what broke him. The getting shot on the bleachers or whatever is happening in Nebraska is not enough. I mean, maybe for some of you soy people out there it is, but it is not enough of a reason to go through and like have a couple thousand rings in the out in the ether. I did like how he talked about how they didn't want a Green Lantern from Earth. That Earth is actually outside of their jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really good. That was a good little bit of lore. Just the ring, the passing the ring back and forth, I don't like. I didn't like the whole like, you want the ring, Junior? Here you go. I'm gonna walk 3 miles to get a taco. So he's just he's taking the one thing that makes him powerful and hoping that it's not going to blow up in a car. Now we know nothing's going to happen to it because it's nigh indestructible, but if Jon Stewart dies, which I don't think that's what he's trying to do there, he's like, I'm going to throw you off the cliff and see if you can fly. But then introducing the hologram, which was funny. I did laugh at that.
That was pretty fun. Yeah.
Just the way he said it, the delivery, it was perfect timing, and the inflection in his voice, and Hal even liked it. The hologram should have taught him how to fly right there.
Yeah.
So, and then as soon as they got back, the hologram should have showed up and be like, dude, you need to back me up. I need to know what's happening.
Right.
So
yeah, because we're supposed to back our consciousness up weekly. It's like, oh yeah, my last time was 10 years ago.
Well, but it's supposed to do it automatically, automagically, if you will, since it's a magic ring.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, all right. Darryl, out of 5, is the Ring of Power nerfed? I think it's nerfed.
I mean, it took him 8 seconds to conjure a bottle opener.
Yeah.
And
the dollar bill or the $100 bill.
Yeah.
Which was funny. I remember doing that to people like at bars when we were in college. I'd go in, I'd throw a 20 in because it was like 25 cents to play a song, and I would play Like a Virgin for however much money was in there, just over and over and over again. But I'd leave. I would just go into the bar and then leave. So if you're ever at a bar in Miami and Like a Virgin was playing on a loop, it was me.
It was probably you.
No, it was definitely me. Anyway.
So out of 5, I give this the 3.1. Now I will say, like I said, the two most important things are Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre. They're two main characters. Mm-hmm. The fact that I like both of them and I like the back and forth between them, gives me more hope, or gives this a higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Or not even a higher ceiling, but a higher floor than it would have been if I struggle with either one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
The plot is, as we said, the writing of this show is, so far, I know it's one episode, it's not good, but there are some things to like other than, I like the back and forth of the, between the 2016 and such, but there's a better way to do this, I think, because True Detective, you could tell by the way it was filmed. One was a little bit lighter or something along those lines, like almost like that 70s style filming when you think about movies back then. There should have been something that was a telltale sign from the way it was filmed, so you would know right away, okay, this is where we are.
Yeah.
So 3.1 out of 5. I hope this gets better. The trailer of the things to come actually looked interesting. There was a couple things, but how much of that is up till episode 5 versus how much of that the back half of the season? That's my concern.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I gave it wait, you said a 3.5?
3.1.
3.1. Oh, I gave it a 3.4. So I had it at 3.8 and then I watched it again and I lowered it.
I saw the 3.8 and I was like, did he mean 2.8?
No, I meant 3.8. Like I was trying to be like positive about it. And that's why I wanted to watch it a second time.
Yeah. Again,
not that I'm negative about it. Let me just like be honest about that. I'm just not.
Yeah. It's negative, but it's from a place of honesty and loving this character, and
I mean, I have
the potential too.
A Green Lantern backpack.
Yeah.
So that I use
this show
when I go meet with clients. That's the backpack I bring with me.
Do you make them say the?
If they do, like, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go in there and be like, okay, can you say the Green Lantern Oath? And they're like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, well, if you can recite the Green Lantern Oath off the top of your head right now, I will give you half off.
Nobody's going to be able to do that.
And then I'm like, okay, I will do your first month for free if you can also do the Sinestro Corps.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
It's in Darkest day, brightest night. You know, it's the opposite basically.
No,
It was very lazy.
Think we'll hear that once the next show comes in?
No, I don't believe we will. I don't think we're gonna actually see a yellow ring this season. I don't think there's budget for that.
Sure.
So anyway, yeah, so that's the show. So we got some fun stuff to talk about for the next couple weeks. Maybe you can binge Lucky and we can talk about that next week.
I don't know if I'll be able to, but I mean, this month, I think the next 2 months, we have a couple other things that off the top of my head, I'm spacing on, but I thought there was a couple other things that are coming out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff coming out over the next 2 weeks. And then How to Rob a Bank, which I've been really looking forward to, comes out on September 4th.
Oh, yeah. I remember you said that. So
it's a heist movie where they're streaming the heist and still getting away with it.
Yeah,
I'm in love.
Yeah.
It's going to be my favorite movie of the year.
It's going to be shite.
Probably. Anyway.
It actually looks good. It actually looks fun.
Before we go, I was playing Spider-Man 2 again, right before I came up to record. So I was a couple minutes late. Yeah, that game is cool as shit. Like, the story is so much better in the, once you get past the first, I don't know, 4 levels.
Yeah, dude. Again, this happened in the first one. I don't want to play as MJ. Don't make me play as MJ.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree 100%.
Again, I mean, because like I said today, I actually played both games, like one upstairs, one downstairs. So I just love the traversal. It's so much smoother. The sound design I like better in the first one.
Yeah,
especially the combat. It hits so much harder.
Yeah,
but
the web wings are awesome.
Yeah, the web wings are awesome. The stuff with Harry so far, I like the guy who the voice actor for Harry. I like the facial design of Harry.
Oh, just wait, because he gets to a point where he starts deteriorating and
So I actually just got the Venom suit. That's where I'm at now.
So where I'm at right now, Harry is gray. Sure. He's spindly. He's not gonna make it.
So, but yeah. So we'll see what we see with this. But I mean, I've been having fun. It's just kind of fun playing both of them, various times during the day or in the mornings. So.
Yeah. Very cool. All righty then. On that note, thank you all for listening. We will be back next week. And don't forget, be infamous. The Infamous Podcast is recorded in Kings Mills, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. You can find new episodes every Sunday on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, our website, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. This show is hosted by Darryl Jasper and me, Brian Tudor. To find more information about the show, visit us at infamouspodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Infamous Podcast to keep up with the show. We also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/infamouspodcast. We have some great rewards for our patrons and are looking for help to grow the show to bring you more of the content you want to hear. Music for this podcast is provided by Michael Henry from meetmichaelhenry.com. So, whenever you're listening to us, have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whenever it is, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.